An early morning light on Table Mountain welcomes the beginning of the first day of the GEF International Waters Conference in Cape Town. Participants are welcomed to the conference and to South Africa by Al Duda from the GEF and Minister of Environment and Tourism, Martinus van Schalkwyk.
The success of international waters programs and projects must lie in the ability of its implementers to work across state boundaries with various configurations of government agencies and portfolios.
Next, leaders shared their vision for the international waters. Namibia's Minister of Fisheries and Marine Resources, Abraham Ijambo, highlighted the successful cooperation with Angola and South Africa, which has led to the establishment of the Benguela Current Large Marine Ecosystem Commission, and challenged participants to address the problems of access to water resources and sustainable development. Fritz Holzworth, Deputy Director General of the German Federal Ministry for the Environment, Nature Conservation and Nuclear Safety, shared many inspiring and provocative insights.
We have to share, and we can share with the people in the countries are important, because without the people in the countries, they will have no ownership if you leave the whole business to consultants. We need the competencies, the capabilities of the people in the countries to solve the problem. If it comes to biodiversity and if it comes to climate change, you will not be successful if you ignore water in this context. Neither biodiversity nor the climate change issue will be successful, can be successfully treated without the water issue. Poor water management techniques are now hidden behind the issue of climate change. And this is something where you in other GEF programs should really pay attention on. Water is not a source of conflict. I am convinced that water is a catalyst for cooperation, and that water can make sure that we share benefits. And this is what I think what should be the message to GEF if it comes to international water. Thank you very much.
The GEF International Water Community celebrated achievements on the African continent in LME, aquifer, river basin, ballast water, and coastal and marine management, inspiring other projects to follow on their footsteps. The Benguela Current Large Marine Ecosystem Project has become a landmark initiative in Africa and is actively exchanging knowledge and experience with LMEs worldwide in implementing a multinational agreement to manage a large marine ecosystem. A presentation from the Eula Maiden Aquifer project highlighted the agreement on a transboundary cooperation mechanism for multi-country shared groundwater management. The Senegal River Basin presenters highlighted the horizontal and vertical integration of basin management, from the level of heads of state electing the River Basin Organization Commissioner to broad local level community participation. The Globalist project highlighted the global threat from introduced marine organisms that are transported by commercial vessels all around the world. This highly innovative presentation used a variety of audiovisual techniques that many participants found engaging and pleasant to follow. The presenter from Tanzania's Marine and Coastal Management Project remarked on the national level outreach to neighbouring and island states to establish an ecosystem-wide network of marine protected areas. After the session, the participants were invited to the Innovation Marketplace to interact informally with over 35 different project displays. This was a time for some impressions and reflections on the morning session.
I think the most significant development we've had with this Benguela program has been obviously the formation of the Benguela Current Commission, where the ministers from the 3 countries have given support to a regional management institution like the Commission that will be cross-sectoral, that will in fact help with the transboundary management of the fish stocks and also with the environmental protection, and link in with the other maritime industries so that those who are using the Benguela system will sort of contribute to the management of it as a whole. The lessons of the Benguela have a lot to give to other people, especially to regions of upwelling regions like Chile, Peru and the Canary Current, eastern boundary cold water upwelling high commercial fishery areas. And I think we have a lot of lessons learned. There are similar species in Chile, Peru, in the Humboldt Current, and also in the Canary Current. And that's where our lessons can be transferred very easily to those other systems. And we are already working quite closely with them. We have far more in common with the eastern bounding upwelling regions of the world than we have with the tropical systems. And I think that's where our strength lies, that we can help. And those are, of course, very, very productive ecosystems in terms of fisheries worldwide, for fish meal, for income generation and food security.
The highlight of this morning was to be able to hear the different experiences from the various GEF International Waters project, ranging from the large marine ecosystem project to an aquifer project to a river basin project and to a national level project.
My name is Jose Mathekel from the International Maritime Organization, representing the Globalis program. It has been great in this conference, and I really enjoyed today's morning session, and especially the optimism and the signals that it was sending out that we can address some of these issues if everybody comes together, and it was clearly exemplified by the projects that was demonstrated in the morning today here.
Yeah, from this morning's meeting, I was particularly struck by the intervention by on the freshwater systems of Europe, particularly the Danube, and how the countries have come together to clean up the Danube and to take pride in its river running through all these European countries. And to have this Danube Day, I thought, was a very, very good idea to get public communities participating together to celebrate the river, to keep it clean, and to see that its development is kept with an ecosystem approach. I think that's a really good idea, and I think we should look at large marine ecosystems in a similar way, to celebrate maybe the Benguela as a system every few years, or to have a celebration within the 3 countries to highlight its significance and importance.
Part of the innovative aspect of this conference is the introduction of conversation tables. This session uses simultaneous small group conversations to explore common challenges and issues of interest or concern, which are then synthesized by a facilitator into priority topics for subsequent working groups. The series of small group conversations refined vital learning issues related to the first conference theme: good governance and institutions. Feedback from discussions is rapidly compiled and shared back to other participants, then clustered into working groups, which participants joined according to their interest to tackle in more depth an issue or problem. After a long and productive meeting, it's time for participants to continue their conversations and relax and recharge at an informal opening reception, followed by a film festival of recent GEF project films.
While in adopting the Millennium Development Goals, the country